Hi everyone!
Everyone out there, hi. This is
So,
take 3.
this is my
apparently.
husband Tommy, and my name is Jenny. So this is the very first time that we are on live. No, actually it's not live, but this is the very first time that we have this kind of recording. So it was me who convinced him to, be right here and make a recording. Whatever recording it is, that remains to be seen.
Yes, this is take 3 or take 4, so...
Okay, so why we are here today? What did I tell you today?
Oh, she told me that we were going to play some games.
Games.
And I've willingly agreed.
Yes, he did. And the games...
What kind of games? Is it word games?
The game I'm talking about is very common these days on the internet. If you go to YouTube, you'll see games like this one. There's so many. So this is what you call tag questions or tag question game.
Is there any right answers? Or
Not a wrong answer, and there's no
Okay.
stupid answer either, students.
then I
So
lie my way all
Yeah.
through it so I can't get anything.
the thing you have to do is when you're asked a question, you have to be honest with your answer the best that you can.
See the previous comment.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so here we go.
Here we go. Oh, so you got a piece of paper here.
No, you don't need to show
I
that.
didn't need to show it, but
Yeah.
you're going to ask questions.
So we have first question is, this is for both of us actually. Well, I'd like him to answer that one because I have very bad memory.
Ask away. Oh, yes, she does.
So-
Very bad memory.
Okay, the first question is, when and how did we meet?
I was scouring around the world for many years, searching for love in all the wrong places, apparently. And there I was with that little thing they call a computer, laptop. And I don't think I'd give the company a plug. Well, I know, I'll just say online lovelies and on the other side of the world.
Well, actually, if you'd like to know the website, you can, send us a message. Then we will be happy to answer your questions back.
Yeah, they didn't give us any money back. But it all worked out for the best. And how do we meet? Oh, yeah, so we met online. Do I have to write any further than that for now? Or
Oh yes, you need to elaborate.
Oh, elaborate on this episode
It
1.
says when and how.
So here I was scanning all these pictures and profiles of people. And I happened to notice this little slip of a girl. This one here. Oh, without the glasses, by the way. And I read her profile. And there was nothing out of the ordinary. It was much like many of the profiles that were on there. But I happened to notice one thing down there. It said she doesn't want to have anything to do with anybody from the cold north in Canada. She wants to want to relocate. So why is she bothering advertising herself on this particular site? So I thought it'd be the chivalrous of the internet scene. I sent the young lassie a little note telling her of her mistake. And then it went from there. It blossomed from there. We chatted away about this, that, and the other. And oh yes. So after our introductory exchange of messages, she was using I forget, it's a phone possibly. And and maybe back and forth. Anyway, when it was time to end our little session, she told me, well, I have to sleep now. Oh, really? Okay. So I left the computer there, so we said our goodbyes and planned to probably hook up later, TV hookup that is, the Skype thing. And then I had, I had our little chat box on there, and I happened to wander by the computer a little while later. And she told me she was going to be sleeping. And there's the light shining away. I figured this all much, much later, more recent. It makes sense now. But so I sent some little note that she keeps reminding me of, that I've almost totally forgotten. I said something like, well, if I thought, perhaps she's talking to other people as well as me, instead of me and only me. So I sent this little note saying, well, maybe we should stop communicating or something there. I don't know what the exact text was, but it was something along that line. And yes, and I hear, yeah. So the next day or so, we were in touch, cleared that all up. And of course, I found out years later, she leaves the bloody phone on all the time. Whether she's on there or not.
There's a lifeline.
It's a lifeline. Yeah, but it's nice to be offline a lot of times. A lot safer. So that's in a nutshell how we met.
Yeah, that was nice. So just in addition to what Tommy said, it was him who messaged me first on a dating site. But the message was to correct the mistake that I did in creating my profile. So as far as I can remember, my profile said that I'm looking for a man from Canada, but there's a certain part of the profile that says I'm not willing to relocate. So, if you're looking for somebody from Canada, you should be willing to relocate. So he corrected me that I should change my error on that profile. And aside from that, oh yeah, I remember that thing that he was saying about the message at night. So I remember I kept reminding him that part because it's just so amusing. So after that time that we had been communicating, actually we have communicated constantly, like almost every day. So the very first few days that we started communicating, one night I bid goodbye to him and said, okay, good night, I'm going to sleep, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I said okay, and then I went to bed as usual. Even when I'm living with him, my phone is always on, even if it's not in use. So that time I left my phone on, and he saw that I was still active on the dating site, where in fact I already told him that, I have to say goodnight and go to bed. So the next morning I was very surprised to see on my Yahoo Mail a message from him, and the message says that, I saw you said goodnight to me last night and I thought you were already sleeping, but I saw that you were still online, so I think we're not gonna further our communication. So I still can vaguely remember that phrase. I think we're not gonna further our communication because, something that the thought was I lied to him. But eventually, we're able to have our communication back for the very first time to verify my identity, because that time we didn't have video conversations. So to make sure that I was a true person or I wasn't a robot, so I went to an internet cafe and talked to him for the very first time.
The background was it The Walking Dead?
Yeah, I was seated at the very end of the corner, close to the bathroom, because there was no vacant seat in the internet cafe that time. So that was in Cebu when I was there. I found it so weird, how I looked like in front of the
bathroom door,
computer, and lots of people, roaming around my back and people coming from the bathroom. So it was just so weird.
Wearing these wife beaters.
Yeah, and carrying pails and so on and so on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's for the question number 1. So shall we proceed to number 2? What was your first impression of me?
I don't remember. I've got amnesia. My first impression, friendly person, communicative, back and forth. Here we are, back and forth now. It keeps on going, keeps on ticking. That's my first impression.
So my first impression of Tommy was, he looked, especially when his face is so relaxed, he looks very strict. So I told him that many times, and he sometimes he told me also that, that's my disguise, and so on and so forth, like that. So that's my first impression. When I look at him the first time, the second time, he looked like a very strict man. But when you know him,
I'm really strict.
He's not that strict, just a little bit. Okay, number 3. Question number 3. When did you know I was the one?
Well, since you're the only one, you'd be the one. I knew right away. I said, yes. She told me she loved me. Now,
yes, I did.
Now, I don't know if she was meant it, but it was a good line. And I know she means it.
Yeah, I did.
But then I said, well, let's see if we can work on having her love me and love her back.
Yeah.
And that's what, let's keep on going. There you go.
So you know I was the one when I told you I love you.
Oh, yes.
Even if you were a stranger.
Yeah, even if a stranger, yes.
Yes. So I know that actually I didn't know that he was the one until he told me that he had the rings. Everything was the engagement and the wedding rings. Yeah, everything was so fast. Things happened very fast between me and Tommy.
I was running out of time.
So I met. Is there a question there?
How long have we been married? Well,
yeah. So I met Tommy on December 2013. That was December 22, 2013. And then we got married on May 28, 2014. So it's just a matter of, it's a very short period of time before we got married.
Yes.
Yeah. And so, yeah, my answer was, I know that you were the one when you got the rings for me.
The rings for him. Hey. Yeah,
that's all.
quite a story itself in the rings, but we don't have time for that.
Yeah.
Maybe segment 2.
What's the next question?
The one. How long did it take to plan the wedding? I think you just went over that, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, to expound on that one.
Oh, looking for dresses, I'm telling you.
Yeah, it was a little bit. The process or the steps to get married in the Philippines. It's a very lengthy process. So in our case, while Tommy is still in Canada, I was in the Philippines, I was doing all the, scheduling and so on and so forth, but it wasn't a very smooth ride for the two of us because there are so many requirements that need to be prepared in a very short period of time. So yeah.
Yeah, so the wedding got planned. Then we move on to that next part is when did we get married? I think we covered that as well. Towards the end of the month. Do you want the exact date?
Yeah, so we got married on May 28, 2014. So again, I've known him December 2013. So in January, February, March, April, May. So after 5 months of getting to know each other, we got married. So in a very simple wedding celebration in Cebu.
Yes, that was very nice too. That she has accompanying video footage of our little reception area. Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
And how did I propose?
Yeah, question.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, do I get to answer that or is it?
Yeah, how did you propose?
Oh, good, because I proposed. She didn't propose.
Yeah, you're the one that should answer that one.
So, I'll give the edited version. If she wants me to enlarge or expound upon it, I will happily do so. But I flew over 19 hours or more in a plane.
Yeah.
Courtesy of, so you think you could sleep on a plane? No, it wasn't happening. But anyway, after 19 hours or so, whatever, seemed like you got there several days later after I left home. Back in Canada, in Ontario, in Guelph. And my darling here met me at the airport. She told me later that she didn't know if I'd recognize her. But anyway, we took a short cab ride to, where was it? Elba Uno.
Yes, it's in the city.
Anyway, a few hours from that time. Oh, and then I realized also the day I came was, so I proposed to my beloved on my birthday night. And it was really blown out candles. I don't remember that part. But I did get down on one knee. Yeah. At least the good one.
As if you had a bad knee.
Not yet anyway. But it has to be one. I think I had one knee. I think I did both knees. I can't remember now. But anyway, one or both knees. Take your pick.
Yeah, just the usual, position when you propose. Position of your knee.
Yeah. Of course, position of my knee. And I took your hand in mine, and
you asked me to marry you.
To marry you.
And I answered yes.
And she answered yes, and all the plan went on from there. And is there any more about the wedding here? How deep wedding? Oh yes, short little story because there's many in between. We don't have time for them all. But we had our wedding ceremony in a courthouse by the Honorable Veronico.
Yeah.
I was going to say Sardoncillo, but what was his name? Was that the right name?
Yes, Judge Veronico Sardoncillo.
Yes, not Veronica, Veronico.
Where's that?
Minglanilla.
Court. The courthouse.
And I always remember these words he said before we started our process of coupling.
You might not be allowed to say it.
Oh yes, he said, Filipinos always late. That meant everything did go smoothly on time. Because we had gone through quite a rigmarole and adventure to get to this point where we were getting legally married. So everything takes time in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Don't be excited. You would think, be here at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. Yeah. No, Not everybody do that.
So
Anyway, that's your
going back to the proposal.
I let her fill that part in if she
No,
wants.
I have a little bit of, information to share. So I learned when he was still in Canada that when we were planning to have our wedding, that he didn't buy, rings at all. So
Yes.
there
was a reason
Yeah,
why.
at all. The first when you were still here. So the rings that he gave me when he went to the Philippines, when he proposed, he gave me a century ring from his grandmother's engagement ring. So my engagement ring was his grandma's engagement ring, and my wedding ring was his mother's wedding ring also.
Which she lent, yes.
Yeah. So, but then when I came here in Canada, Tommy bought me a couple of rings because I lost the first one, but I found it later. So I had two wedding rings now. So I had a chance to return my mother-in-law's wedding ring, but she lost it.
She lost it.
So I regret that I gave it back to her. So if I kept that ring, it should have been here.
It would have been
still,
safe, yeah. Apparently it slipped off her finger. We're looking for a metal detector in the house and try to find it.
Yeah, but I really appreciate the thoughts.
And I had your birthstone put in Granny's.
Yeah, and my engagement ring, Tommy, he had it redone.
Yeah, because it was missing stones.
And put my birthstone to it.
Some shiny.
Okay. Shall we proceed with the next question? How many children did I want before marriage?
I have no idea.
I don't know about him. Maybe he didn't have anything in mind, but ever since I was a kid, not a kid really, but when I was growing up and I started to have a concept about family, I have been wanting to have plenty of children. As in, even when we were still dating, I have it known to him that I'd like to have lots of children. But, we're not lucky yet, but we're still working on it. Whatever happens will happen.
In the trenches, folks.
Yeah.
Best we can.
Yeah. How about you?
How about me, what?
About children? Did you ever
About
think
children? Yeah, of course I think it's if A and B get together, C might occur. It's always a possibility, unless you make other plans.
That's right.
So, still waiting for the C to catch on.
Next, 11.
What is your worst habit?
My worst habit. I think.
Why do they have to know that? What's your
Well,
worst habit?
it's just some information.
You have worst habits?
Yeah, I do. I admit I do have. I
Well,
think
we don't want to share with the world.
I think my worst habit is being on my phone almost half a day. So I know
Is this only half when she's not asleep?
it's very unhealthy, and it keeps you away from doing things that you should really be doing.
And here we are in front of a phone doing all this.
How about you?
Well, then, it's your phone. How about me? My worst habit? I've forgotten. I've probably so many worst habits. Good habits, bad habits, and I don't think I have any really dirty habits that I know of anyway, except living in the thing. I get told about it too, but that's okay. I tell her as well. So censored. That's it. That's my worst habits.
Okay, I know. I don't know what you mean, but yeah, let's just pretend we know everything about it.
I don't use it against me. Say, oh, show this to me 20 years later if I'm still living. Say, see, that's your worst habit. You still have it.
Yeah.
I won't get caught up in that one. Okay.
Okay, next question. Let's go. If you could get rid of one thing that belongs to me, what would it be? I don't have anything that belongs to me. Everything belongs to you.
All her love belongs to me.
No, it doesn't say about love. It says about one thing.
It's a thing. It's a
thing.
concept too.
Oh, well,
Yes.
maybe you're right.
I'm so smart.
Yeah.
Answer these questions.
So
Okay. What do we argue about most about?
no, we didn't.
We don't argue. Now this young lady here is very sensitive.
Yeah, I know. I'm very sensitive.
And she might misunderstand my best intentions or my worst intentions. And she was ballistic. I try not to go too ballistic on it because this will blow over. She might. But maybe I'm a bad guy sometimes, but not intentionally to be on purpose or cruel. Okay.
Well, yeah, he's right. He's right. I'm very sensitive even to the smallest things. Just small things, I make it very complicated.
But none of us are perfect, including me.
Yeah, but I'm trying to learn
And learn, don't get upset unnecessarily.
and I think we passed the adjustment, did we?
Yeah, we're still adjusting, I'm sure.
Yeah, we're still adjusting, but we didn't have any so far. We're married now for how long? We've been married now.
She plays this game with me all the time. I know she's trying to figure out, do I remember? Of course you do.
I'm just testing his memory, but sometimes it comes true to me. Like,
yeah, that's what you should stick with the truth instead.
So if we got married in 2014,
do the math.
So we're married now for 6 years and a few months.
Plus also
Yeah.
it's a lot of months.
How many months? 7, 8?
8 months.
Yeah. So we're married for six.
No, it's 7 months.
We're married for 6 years and 7 months, and I can't really remember
Where
that
does the time go?
we had an argument, a big argument. So if we had some misunderstandings, and there was never a fight. Just there's some argument about things, but nothing really serious. And most of the arguments, I was always the one that started all those arguments. And most of the times we argued because I was always hungry.
Hungry.
So I want that. When I feel hungry now, I have to eat right away. And sometimes when we
and
go,
just throw the hunks of meat at her. Go.
Most of the times when we go to the store, and so when we left home, I don't feel hungry yet. But as we roam around town, I feel hungry, and he still wants to go somewhere else, and he's very sensitive that way. So when I feel like I'm hungry now, I have to eat now, or else I won't be feeling well after that. So that's mostly the cause of our argument.
Send lots of food.
Yeah, it's all about food. Aside from that, nothing. And one of the best things I learned from Tommy is that every time we have misunderstandings, I don't talk to him, and sometimes he talks to me, but I never wanted to talk to him. He always find a way for both of us that us would go to bed in good terms. So we got up in the morning and everything was okay and everything was good, and yeah, we never slept with ill feelings towards each other, didn't we?
I don't think so. No, I didn't say no.
Yeah, there was never a day that passed by that we hated each other. So, I don't know about him, but I might hate him for an hour or two, and that's it. I love him so much that I can't afford to hate him that long.
Okay.
Next question. Who is the better cook?
Depends on who's cooking what, I suppose.
Well, in our case, Tommy's the better cook.
I think I just try to add heat to things and not let them get burned.
Well, yeah.
That's about it.
To me, I'm not bragging, but I'm a good cook when it comes to making my own dishes. But when it comes to other dishes that he eats, I never cooked because he doesn't eat it. Maybe he's thinking I'm gonna poison him or something. But
Yorkshire pudding.
Yeah, he loves my Yorkshire pudding. He taught.
I haven't yet. Don't do it as well.
He's the one that taught me how to bake a good Yorkshire pudding.
She outdid I wasn't the master at it either.
Since I learned to do it myself, he never wanted to do it anymore.
See her other pages. She probably has pictures of them.
Yes, I have.
They no longer exist. They're now compost.
And you inhaled it all.
Yeah, compost like it did.
Okay.
Oh, so we're cooking, yes. What did we argue most about? I don't think.
Yeah, I've talked about
right?
already. We did argue about things really.
No.
Our days are we always have smooth days. He goes for a walk every day. I'm still in the bed. I'm still in the bed until he returns. So there's no argument there. He never ever woke me up in bed, no matter what time I had to get up. Never ever.
Cinderella needs her beauty sleep.
Yeah.
Aren't you, girls?
That's what I really love about him. Very considerate.
Yes, after she works a hard day and she'll work many hard days.
Well, even if I don't work, even if right now I'm homebound for almost 2 months now, but it never bothered me at all. He does his things, I do my things, so that's it.
That's the thing, yes. When are you gonna you gonna skip over that one? Then we already did that one. When does
Yes.
Okay. What was the last text message I sent you? Now you reminded me today and I've forgotten already.
Oh, I do remember. The last text message you sent to me was to let me know that you have just left from visiting our mom.
Oh, it's
and then you're heading out to the next store, and then you told me I'll be there in a few minutes.
Yes.
So
She worries
I
about
like
it.
when he tells me where he is at and where he's going, and you know, like an approximation of what time he's gonna be home, because you know I'm a warrior and I worry a lot of things that I should not be worrying. So it means
That's consideration.
yeah, it means a lot to me.
I'll be home 2 weeks from now. How's that sound?
When
I'm going fishing.
Well, I wouldn't like that.
I'm going on a music. Are you coming along on the music tour?
I wouldn't like that either.
Music to come along on the music tour. Yeah, she ran the roadie.
Okay, what's the
Groupie and
next
roadie.
question?
What's the next question?
Who is more affectionate, you or me?
Well, I think it's a tie, but she probably would take the larger portion of the affection, especially, you know,
Yes,
I'm the more
affectionate. I'm very showy. So Tommy is.
I'm very affectionate.
Well,
but,
Tommy
I
is
don't
very.
go overboard.
Tommy is very affectionate, but sometimes it's not showy. So I'm the one that's very showy. Yeah.
I wouldn't have time for everything if I was.
Yeah, he's very affectionate. Sometimes he slaps you in your face. That's one way of showing affection, like that.
That's a lie.
That's just a joke. I'm just kidding.
No joke. That's a lie. Okay.
Okay.
Look at this market bleeding still. Okay. So so that's what's more affection.
What is something that I enjoy doing with you?
You tell me.
Well,
yes.
I enjoyed a lot of cuddles every day. And
Cuddles, yes.
And you know, Tommy and I shared a lot of things in common. One of those things is, of course, singing. I'm not a good singer, but I try to sing.
She's very shy about that.
Yeah, we enjoy a lot. We enjoyed a lot when we're singing. So that's it. Yeah.
So that's it.
Who is the more romantic one? Well, both of us.
Both of us. Yeah. Yes, that's a tie.
Both of us.
It's not a contest, by the way, but it's because nobody be right, nobody be wrong. Who is more out? Oh no, who is the funny one? It depends.
It depends on the situation. Sometimes he hits lots of jokes that, you know.
They're not even as meant as jokes,
Yeah.
but he laughs at it anyway.
Yeah. Me, I rarely tell a joke because I can't think of any joke. I'm a very serious person. So.
I'm very witty. You say I'm witty.
But I always tease him with nonsense joke.
Yes,
Sometimes he finds it annoying or whatever.
Then one of the 7 deadly sins, annoying. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no, 8. I just had that one. Okay. Who's more outgoing? Well, I would say
Him.
me.
Him.
Well, you get her going. She's off to the races too, but she's a bit reticent sometimes.
Yeah.
Say I'm a bit more outgoing.
Yeah, I know that.
Little bit shy. When
No,
she's
I'm very
stranger.
shy. I have been invited many times by his friends when they do some gigs somewhere, and he's always inviting me. His friends invited me to go, but
And she's come most of the time.
I very shy, and
Have to drag her out.
yeah, that's why lots of people before they called me I was OA or killjoy.
But when they
Because
spend
I
a few
know-
minutes out there and get going blah blah blah, it never stops.
Yeah.
We won't talk about the casting characters that I've already come to know in the last couple of years.
Right.
You wouldn't want to know that.
Correct. Yeah.
Yes. Is the door locked, Brutus?
Yeah,
Okay.
it is. Question: would I prefer to stay in or go out on a Friday night? Well, again,
Outgoing, no. It's not
Tommy,
outgoing.
the two of us, we never like going out on a Friday night or any other day in the week.
Every night is Friday night,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, for
And
us.
if-
Especially for him because he's retired, so
If
every
there's
day
any
is...
particular reason that captures our fancy, off we go. But other than that,
Yeah, but it's very rare, right? That we
yeah.
go out for Friday night for a meal or something.
yeah,
No,
they might be doing something in the meal that we wouldn't like in the kitchen.
we do our own cooking, and it's even more delicious and
More
nutritious.
delicious
So
and it is, and the company is just great.
why
The
do
cooks
you
are
have to go?
fantastic. Yes, I feel sorry for all the visitors out there that are doing things. But I like. Well, you'll remember my face if I show up in your restaurant now, will you? Thank you very much. Cork the wine. Cork the
Alright.
wine. Okay, next one.
What is the best? Oh no, sorry. Have you ever lied to avoid getting in trouble with me?
No, what trouble? Okay.
No.
No,
Well, if I did, maybe I did, but I'm not gonna go into
we're not
detail.
going to that here. No.
I'll tell you later.
You tell me later. Well, if you didn't lie,
I'll tell you later.
tell me later.
I'll explain later. What is the best gift I have ever gotten for you?
You're loved, my darling.
Yeah, I know.
And that's the right
Same
answer.
thing as me.
Everything else I can
So,
gift
yeah.
myself.
That's right.
Love.
He doesn't need gift in tangible things. He doesn't need it, but everything that he needs are intangible gifts.
Cuddles. Kisses,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Me, I do have some tangible, gifts that I wanted, but most of right now, as you mature, it's all about those gifts that you cannot buy.
That you're gonna buy.
Yeah.
Well, you can't buy me love.
Gift of having a family, the gift of having a wonderful husband. So that's what I like.
And good health.
That's what I want.
Good friends.
Yes.
No bad friends.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, joy to the world.
What is something I cannot live without? Food.
Food, breathing.
Oxygen.
Breathing food, yes.
Food, oxygen,
Yes.
phone.
And good family.
Yeah.
Love.
Good family. Yeah. Doctors. I can't live without doctors because I need to go to doctors.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Dr. Nick.
Yeah.
At your service.
Next question.
Next question. Use one word to describe me or one word to describe you.
Use one word to describe me. Just one word.
Beautiful. I knew it would get her.
I
There's
would.
no wrong answer.
I would always. I would always doubt when somebody tells me I'm beautiful. Nobody tells me I'm beautiful. Just yourself. Maybe it's because of your
My super X-ray laser vision.
laser eye vision. Well, one word to describe you is best.
Best.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Because you're the best.
The best porridge maker.
You're great. You're a great human being. So
I'll try.
it's either best or great, and I can expound it.
Thank you
Great
very much.
human being.
This
Best
will be done.
best person
Have
I've ever known.
Have we listed all on a big long list after
Yeah.
the editing?
You owe me something.
Yeah, there's something, yeah.
Next.
Which one?
What is my best physical trait? Oh, I don't have any.
No, everything's
Yeah.
everything's fine. You're a human being. I look at you. I look back at you and say, "Oh, you're pretty."
Oh my
I could have
goodness.
said it to somebody else, but the other package part of it,
Yeah.
an understanding.
Me, I can pinpoint your best physical trait.
Don't pinpoint. Is it my eyes?
Your best physical trait? Oh no, not yes. Your blue eyes, of course, and
My voice.
your sexy chest.
Yes, it's under wraps right
Yeah.
now, but we'll take
That's
her word
very
for it.
nice. Last question, my dear.
What is my best personality trait?
Your best personality trait? Well, answer my question first. What is my best personality
What's
trait?
your best?
What I'm still thinking.
Oh, your best personality trait is. I got to think for a minute.
You have to get me.
I gotta give her
You have to
the bad
give me.
ones.
You have to give me the best and the worst.
No. I just have to give you the bad ones and think of the best one.
Best personality trait.
I don't know how to put this one into words actually, but I feel very comfortable around you, my darling, about anything. Yes.
About anything.
Yeah, but there are
So if I
turds in the bathtub.
if I throw out all the dishes, you still feel comfortable.
I don't think I'm offended by that one.
Well, my answer, for you is
Oh, I thought this was about you.
what's the best personality trait? It's for the two of
Oh,
us.
two of us. I thought we were doing.
Personality trait for you, the best
Okay.
personality trait you have is, Tommy he's very selfless. He's helping people. He's helping people. He's helping actually anybody, and for without expecting anything in return. He's just happy to help, and he's not a typical kind of person that I'm gonna help this because I'm expecting that he might return the favors, or something like that. He's not like that, He helps because he feels like he needs to, and
There's always a limit.
yeah, of course, everything has a limit. So, yeah.
So we come to the end of this list.
These are some of the questions that I found on the internet today, and I was thinking that, we'll try this one. Yeah, just to get to know each other.
Is there a ring there?
Is there anything else you want to say before
Thank you for
before we
inviting
go?
me here to this soiree.
Oh yeah, thank you. I should be the one
There was
thanking
no
you.
dinner or drinks.